Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Buddies Forever.
How's it going?
By the thumbnail, you can tell it's going to be my Holy Grail doll. We wanted to add some story. Not everybody likes a story. Somebody wants to see the doll. So if that's you, go down there. There'll be a jump point and you can bypass the story and see the review. As for our family on here, they're going to probably hear the story.
Yes.
So there's a story. I used to have a different Holy Grail doll. It was a Empress Bride by Bob Mackie. Beautiful. I've wanted it since it first came out. Had it on my wish list forever, and then all of a sudden in the last year or two I heard about Madame de Barbie. Wanted her. Luckily she's a little bit less money too, because the other one was like $1,000.
Yeah, steep.
Probably never gonna happen. But I seen it and went, oh my goodness, that is now my new Grail doll. Well and behold, it was through the summer or the early spring we were working on the Dollhouse Heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was spending my money, my budget really, like I was like going a month or two ahead. I think I went 2 months ahead and spent it all in 1 week. Well, not 1 week, sorry, 1 month.
Yes.
And it was a lot of money, and that made me kind of have anxiety. And anyway, in walks Alex with this box. And I'm sitting there right into the project. He walks in, sets it, plops it down, his big box down in front of me, and I looked at him. I'm like, did you get me a remote control Barbie Corvette?
This is a big box.
And I just thought that would be a cool thing to have. And I guess he can tell you the story and
yeah,
why.
sure.
And because obviously it wasn't the Barbie Corvette.
No. Sorry to disappoint. I can take it back.
No, it's open now. It's open now. So I just want to hear and let him share his point of view and why he, well, with my reaction, I don't know. We're just kind of winging this.
Yeah. So, well, obviously listening, to Wendy and knowing what she wanted, taking mental notes and remembering, like, oh, this is a big deal, this doll, this isn't a light thing. And obviously she likes dolls, right? So, I've gotten her many dolls over the years, and but this one just had, like, if I could ever have one doll, that would be the one I want, and so I was thinking, wow, it'd be really nice to get. And so started to do my own homework, thinking, what could I do to make this a reality for her? Is it possible? Because every time she's mentioned these Bob Mackie dolls, they're always super expensive, and not that that's that big of a deal. We'll work to save and make that a dream and try to make that dream come true. But obviously, if it's super expensive, it's not going to be a dream that's going to happen anytime soon.
This is the only most expensive one I want, which he has never told me, and I don't want to know how much it costs, okay? I just don't want to know.
Yeah, and so I just started poking around and doing some homework and looking it up, and realized that I think we could do this. I think we could make this happen, and then she really wants this. It'll be, and I love surprises. She hates surprises.
Yes.
Seriously, ruins so many opportunities. Like, can't have a surprise party. Can't just,
people are talking about
can't
you.
just put a Corvette in the driveway with a bow on it. Like, that'll never happen.
Of course not.
You see those Christmas commercials where the guy comes out, there's a remote on the table, and and he looks out through the curtains, and there's this brand new car that he's always wanted, and his wife's got her coffee in the door when he looks back and she smiles. That'll never be us.
Yeah, we have our things. Well, this is the way to.
Anyway, back to what took place. So
there was no birthday, no anniversary,
no event.
Reason. I'm like sweating, turning red, getting hot because of how much money I'm spending, working on that project. It was okay to spend it, but I was just spending it so fast and ahead of time that I was getting nervous. Here I am, I'm working on the project, and he walks with this box.
Yeah.
That costs a lot of money.
And so it was just a box. She didn't know it was wrapped up. It was in a brown, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so great. So the eBay packaging, which is a brown box, right?
Yeah,
so looked like any other brown box you get from eBay. And and she's like, what is that? This curious look on her face. I'm like, well.
I was a little stunned.
She was sitting over there working on some craft or something. I go, well, why don't you open it? Let's go ahead and open it. Like, had her hands full, probably glue on her hands and all this stuff.
I did.
I'm like, I was just like, why don't you just go ahead and open it? And I had this big smirk. And she opened it up, and man, oh man, the waterworks turned on. She was touched.
I was.
And she got to see it firsthand, what it really looks like in person. And she was pretty happy.
I did. I cried.
When she saw that, she was floored.
And I couldn't believe he had done it and put all that energy into it. And he put his love.
I was just nervous I would get the wrong one. Imagine that.
He's ready for the
Buy the wrong one.
But yeah, I was crying. I couldn't believe it. Like nobody had done something. It's not materialistic. It was just so sweet how he did it. And at a time when I was overwhelmed, it was a lot for me.
Yeah,
and
she's been, you know, collecting them for years. You've seen the videos with all of the holiday Barbies, and you know they had, you know, incredible value at a certain point, and she's, you know, collected them and so forth. But I've always dreamed of having this Bob Mackie guy. I don't know who Bob Mackie is. I was just so excited to be able to do that for her, make a dream come true. Yeah, and you know, it gets hard because, you know,
I have wish lists.
She has wishes. She gets a lot of the dolls that she wants, and you know, it gets difficult to, and it's hard to top something. And so, you know, when you see something special like that, you want to take advantage of the opportunity. So it's a blessing to be able to do that. And so now it sits upstairs in a
wait till you see it in the case. You'll see
showcase.
It's
and so
all in there already videoed.
I hated the case idea at first. I didn't want it for.
Now I see it.
Now it makes sense. So I'm glad it's up there, and we just have one rule in the house: no dolls downstairs displayed.
Well, thank you, baby. I really.
Yes. That is a rule.
A review of my Holy Grail doll. Even though this has been paused since I got it way back in the summer, I'm still just as excited. I only opened it when he first gave it to me, and I haven't opened it since. It's been waiting because I wanted to open it with you all because you all are special to me. And this one, look at my dress. This is, I love these big dresses. The box is huge. Like, look at my hand. It is so big. It's bigger than Goliath over there, I think. It's about the same size as Goliath. Oh my goodness. This is just beautiful. There's the back. I'm sure there's other reviews and I'm sure they're better, but this one is going to be me enjoying. I like how it says 10th in the, you can see I'm being me, distracted, looking at it. 10th in the limited edition Bob Mackie Barbie collection for the adult collector age 14 and over. I think that's me. So let's even show you how it comes out of the box because it is so darn big. I never liked these mailer boxes. I always found them to be, they're awesome for like this and being impressive, but you can never put them on display. You have to open them. So, you know, that's just the way that goes. And that's just some art with Bob Mackie's signature of him and his idea, which is a beautiful one, by the way. So, see these mailer boxes? Oh, there she is. I don't even care. I'm out of breath. She makes me out of breath. Look at, so here's the mailer box. Like that, which is fabulous for mailing, but not very good for display. Wow. Whoa. Look at the detail. This sparkle is going all the way over there and here and everywhere. The light glinting off of it. It is so, you just have to find your own descriptive words. I'm taking it in. Look at all the ruffle. Now, did I see one? No, I didn't see one until this. I only seen pictures of it and videos of it. So I had no clue. Her shoes, oh, they're over here somewhere. Well, I am going to unbox, by the way. I'm just taking her in before I take her out of the box. Her hair is exquisite. Now I have a special spot for this now. I'm even more inclined and enjoying opening it. Geez, I hope that's going to fit. It's a glass curio cabinet. I'll have to check that. That would, yikes, I don't know where I would put her otherwise. Looks like she's going to be pretty easy right here to get. Looks like she's got a ring on. Earring, I don't know. I'm terrible at describing. I hope you're just looking, and I'll do this last one in the mailer box. There is some stuff in the bag, in the box. I don't know. Certificate of authenticity type thing. Some kind of whatever. Nobody ever, I always forget and lose that. Here's some beautiful, it's like an invitation That's really neat. Really, really neat. Look at all of that. I'm not going to read it. Here's now that's interesting. That shows you the 10. So that was my original Holy Grail right there. And I like some of these other ones. But imagine that. So I've heard of most of these, except for that one. And this one doesn't look very familiar either. No, I heard of that one. Yeah, okay. So I've heard of all these except for this one. Isn't that crazy? Okay, let me get her out of her packaging. Let's look at her closely. Well, that was certainly a first for me. I have never opened a shipper box, and that was interesting. It wasn't hard, but it's a little tricky when you're not used to it. And then once I got the arm things off and figured out in the back that there was string, it was pretty easy. Pretty amazing, actually. So what I do want to, before I forget, there was string on the back, and I had to cut that out. Happily, I left it there. So it seems her hair is very much tied to this, so that might, I don't know, and that's soft, that's not gel, that's soft. So I'm glad I didn't cut that all off. I'm going to tie that so that it keeps her hair forever in that hairstyle. So let's have a look at her. Oh my goodness, wait before I forget. Okay, she's got a stand, boring stand, Barbie, whatever, it twirls. Saddle stand, boring. Shoes, well, I just dropped one. Here they are. Very cute. Now, imagine, had we not seen these, or I'd seen them then, they're probably pretty neat. But it's not working so well. These are, now I've seen them since, I think, in a Halloween style. Yeah, so they're just little, good for the period and era of this doll. Wonderfully, and in a light blue, which is really cool. Taking her in, wow, what a delightful feeling. I feel like I've hit big time now. The most beautiful doll. It is so detailed, so exquisite. I can't even begin to use the right words to say. It's like I've hit the peak of my doll fascination, and even though it changed my Holy Grail, my feeling hasn't changed on any of it. Another thing I don't want to forget, strangely enough, I was just talking to somebody privately on Instagram, a nice teenage fella, and he was talking about some of the holiday dolls that don't come off, and tit for tat, whatever that was, we sorted out. But this is the first one that I know of that I have that doesn't come off. Now, if there's a way, I don't know. But now that I think about it, oh, who would sell this for just the clothes? I couldn't imagine. Anyway, I think it's sewn onto her, and there is no way to get that off. So that's probably why it's 14 and above, because, well, just because. No kid, a kid would be mad if we couldn't get the clothes off. You know, the little ones like stripping them naked. Okay, so that's noted. She has side-eye, which is not usually my favorite. Look at that glinting, but in this case, I really like it. Probably my favorite, go figure, Fave Ski side-eye. This is very soft too, her little ringlet. I used this theme, we did it tacky, mind you, for a birthday party we had, like a Phantom of the Opera thing, and I have a wig that's quite amazing. Maybe I'll put a picture at the end to show you what I'm talking about. Oh yes, that is a bird cage in there, and that bird cage even had lights too. Crazy. The ring, pretty plain. Yeah, just a little silver guy, silver, gold. Yeah, I'm just kind of making it so you can look more than I'm describing everything. You got eyes, you can see that is individually her, each little bead on here, like, oh my goodness. Wow. Let's go underneath. This is pretty amazing too. So she's got knickers on. I don't know what you call them. Knickers. Now it looks like those come off. Those definitely have an elastic at the waistband. The lining, look at all the ruffles. Look at these. Oh my. love this. I used 40 yards of tulle underneath my dress that I made big, and it even had an opening here. I made it because it was tacky, so I made that open, and my boots showed, and my white stockings, and I used 40 yards. So that's right, 40 yards for the king and queen of overkill. That always makes me laugh. I'm appreciating that they did not go cheap in here with this beautiful doll, and they gave it lots of stuffing. So if she were fluffed, she would look mighty good. And I did check my shelf real quick. Yes, she will fit. Phew, I'm gonna put her on a pedestal or something, but okay. Wow, wow, wow. What else can I say? Just take that in. My goodness. Thank you, my love. I don't know. It's just something, it's an emotional feeling, especially when you grew up having very little and you get to a place where your dreams have, like, as corny as that sounds, your dreams have come true. You've worked hard and you've come together in life and done what you've dreamed of doing. It's a neat feeling. Even the embroidery, look at that. It's not a fold, it's not a crease, that's white embroidered thread with this stuff, which has got a texture to it too. Delightful. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. So have you seen her wonderfully enough? I sure hope so. She looks beautiful. I'm so thankful. Thank you, baby. Thank you all for watching and enjoying all these years of doll love and passion with me as well. I'm going to put her in her beautiful new spot and give you a show of that too. Otherwise, we'll be catching up with you soon. Oh, what a delightful doll person moment this is. I wanted to share it with you. Those who know, they certainly know. And she'll be kept dust-free in this hallway. Thank goodness. She looks beautiful next to my Queen Elizabeth. As for perspective, I just wanted to show you, here's the two things I see every day, many times a day. My door with SPF family art, and this. She's up my eye level. I see her from every direction. This curio case is now filled with some of my fave skis and firsts and reminders of my first Barbie right there, which I love seeing. Just personal things to me that I get to look at every day, every time I pass it, whether I'm going to the doll room, going to Gracie's room, going to my room, our room. There it is. The epitome of being a crazy, crazy doll lady. Welcome to our world, friends. I hope you all enjoyed this story. I really, I loved it, and I loved sharing it, and I love you. Thank you.
Love you too, babe. And you're welcome.
Mwah. I'm glad I can finally tell you all that. I've been waiting and waiting, because even though he gave it to me, I wanted to jump all over it. We wanted to share it with you. So,
see you next time.